came right in. He wasn't messing around.
He doesn't want to wait around. Dr. Jeffrey Bloodworth from Gannon University joining us now.
Well, just a quiet week across the globe, right? A guy that Jim said earlier. Now, it's only the first quarter with President Trump. Part two, are you willing to let his game plan play out?
Well, I think we have no choice, right?
Yeah.
And Republicans are standing behind the president, and that's their plan, is that it's the first possession of the first quarter. Maybe he's getting stuffed. The run is getting stuffed. The passing game isn't working, but Republicans are standing behind him.
Jeffrey is part of Show Prep today, right, Philip? Show Prep?
Yeah.
Listening to a talk show, and the host said, we need Henry Kissinger to negotiate between the U.S. and China. Dr. Kissinger, what do you think?
Well, I think if we could bring him back, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I think what Kissinger would tell us, triangulation, you want to use your alliances to isolate China. It's interesting because raising tariffs on Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, Australia pushes our allies in the Pacific towards the Chinese. And I think Kissinger would say you want to isolate the Chinese. And so I would think that maybe lowering tariffs with our allies to isolate the Chinese would be what Dr. Kissinger would say.
Doctor, does it surprise you in any way that the president has pulled back on the tariffs? I mean, isn't this Trump-esque? He gets a conversation going about something, everyone thinks it's outrageous, and then he pulls back, and now everyone's still talking about it, though.
No, it's brinkmanship. I mean, he has totally moved globalization and free trade and opposition to it to some degree or another to the mainstream of American politics. And Democrats are surely going to be mimicking to some degree the Trump rhetoric. And so you're right about that. I mean, this is what Trump is very good at doing, is putting something into the conversation, stepping back, and we'll see how much damage there is going to be and if he'll be able to achieve his policy aims.
Jeffrey, in the past, we would say, what do you think is going to happen next month or 6 months from now? We can't do that. What's going to happen tomorrow? Or tonight?
Stock market volatility. We have a 100-day pause. So I think this is what Donald Trump will do. He's going to change the conversation, right? I mean, Donald Trump understands that to be in command is to be in command of the 24-hour media cycle. And so he's going to change the conversation, and we will forget this in a couple of weeks. And we're going to return to it, but we have a 100-day pause.
Where does he go next then, Doctor? What issue does he bring to the forefront next?
Well, I think what he needs to do, because I think there's some worry out there, is to move to something that is very popular. And I would imagine Donald Trump will turn to some culture war issue that plays very well with kind of Main Street America. So if this is the Eagles, you play Hotel California, right? I mean, you played some deep cuts. Right now, it's time to go for like the old reliable. That's what I would imagine.
Sir, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, we'll be coming back but I just got to tell you, when I talk about Trump doing that, you know who taught me that Trump does that? Dr. Jeff Bloodworth taught me to look for that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, as always.